I wasn't even laughing at that anymore. Where
What? Okay, Angry Smurf. I'm like, so also Smurf. Why are you not like for Skane? Because I couldn't quite manage Forsaken family. And then he's all like, they killed Bova.
Nearly 15 million people have logged on and experienced the world of Warcraft. Quite commonly overlooked is the rich and illustrious lore and history behind Azeroth. Join us as we venture beyond the pixels, code, and players. Welcome to the story of Warcraft.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to But Wait, There's Lore right here
on youtube.com/The Smoking Game. We are live from all around the world. Well, at least England and the United States and the rest of the world. I don't know. I guess they're too cool for us, right?
We are too cool for them, clearly.
Oh, apparently we're too cool for them. Today on the show, we're going to be talking about early life on Azeroth. At least I hope so. I hope at least one of us did some sort of form of research throughout the last 7 days.
Let's assume not.
Yeah, there we go. We also have a nice top 10 list that not all of us agreed on again, but, you know, what can you do? You know, Neptulon versus Murlocs. But yeah, we've got a whole bunch of nice stuff to talk about. Not sure how long the show is going to be today, but we will try and get as much lore fulfillment for you as possible. I know that Necro's got another deal to do after this one, although it's not live, is it? Is it live?
No, don't even worry about me. I'm totally fine.
Not live?
Yeah, it's not.
Well, no, but I mean, like, if it was live, I was gonna go make everyone watch it. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, thank you, but it's not.
You know. Will it be like mine, where I recorded like a year ago and then it showed up?
I think so, but not that long. He's
Oh.
been getting better. It's the same guy that did your interview.
Yes, I am more in the grand
Yep.
old podcast. Before we start and all that stuff, I want to go ahead and remind everyone, if you are listening or if you're watching live, because it's video now, you can join us in the IRC by going to knightsoflore.com. If you look in the little sidebar thing over there, there's a red or blue or orange strip, depending on what skin you are using, that should say live chat. Go ahead, click on that, type in your name, and hit join chat, and you'll be right in here with all of us. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube live right now, you can always use the comments to the side. It's a little slow in getting to us, but we do see those, so go ahead and use those if you would like. If you're listening to the archive, all you really got is comments, so there you go. If you want to get in touch with us in any way, shape, or form, or for any whatever reason, you can email us at lore@omfg.fm. Of course, the live listeners can always use IRC to get in touch with us. If you have any questions throughout the show, if we talk about something and you're like, well, I want to know a little bit more about that, then you can go ahead and send done in the IRC a message, or if you're listening to the archive, once again, lore@omfg.fm is the email address for that. Now then,
it's me, MPD. In
yes,
the IRC.
indeed. Remember, subscriptions are available for downloads of full MP3s of the show, and if you absolutely feel like it, I guess Reorse is at some point going to upload the MP4s of the video broadcast. So, there is that. I would like to say that at some point in the next couple of days, I will start uploading the top 10 lists individually. And so hopefully if you want to tell your friends that maybe are a little bit into the lore, but don't want to spend 2 hours of their life watching 5 or 4 neckbeards and animated GIF, talking about
You
it.
said
then,
GIF.
Yes. That's what they're called? GIFs?
No, it's not a J.
Are we gonna?
Yes,
yeah,
we're gonna get into
have
this
this.
because
We
we
have been
don't
derailed.
have any content to talk about. So
No, we have plenty of content. We
Not
have
my
like
fault
What are
you
you
don't
talking
think the
about,
Murlocs are a threat.
They're not. Get over it, Jan. We can fight about it when we
I
get to
also
the list.
apologize because I'm very tired. I was working really late this morning, so, and I've also got my little sister yelling at me. But let's go ahead, and I need you to go out of the room, Kenzie. I'm trying to work. What? Tornado coming? Really? Are you being serious?
bro.
So then
Just slammed
leaves.
the door on you?
What a tease.
Yeah.
Tornado comment, see ya.
Hold on, I actually just woke up, so I actually do need to check the weather real quick. Significant tornado outbreak possible. More tornadoes will be possible in the plains and Midwest. Holy Jesus. I
Wow.
may or may not die during this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Jan, you may want to check your weather, too.
Tomorrow. What you get, I get the day after.
Actually, no, you're fine. There's nothing even near you. Pride's over here checking everyone's weather, just make sure everyone's safe while I've got a massive tornado
Right,
heading my
Pride,
way.
am I okay?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Look at it right now. Anyways, so I'll keep my eye on that. But
Well, for the record,
For now.
if Pride does not make the tornado, does not survive the tornado next week, we will be doing a Doctor Who lore podcast hosted by Red Dalek and Yellow Dalek that you can probably see on your streams now. Okay, you can see Red Dalek how he's moved Yellow Dalek,
Yeah, he's sitting next to me now.
biding his time.
well, there
Yes.
you go. Okay, so I guess we can go ahead and talk a little bit about everything that's going on. Everyday life on Azeroth. I think the last week someone brought this question up in an email and wanted to know like a couple of things. For example, the lifespans, how long people live in the World of Warcraft, and I think that we've talked about that a little bit before on But Wait, There's Lord back in like season 1 or 2, like a long time ago. So just out of the blue, or out of the air anyway. I know that Night Elves live the longest in terms of the playable races. Night Elves live the longest, and I believe that it's actually humans that live the shortest amount of time.
Orcs.
Probably.
Is it orcs? I thought that I thought orcs were like a couple years over humans.
It was my understanding they only live about 40 years.
Really?
I think that's just the average for orcs because they like to smash things so often. And then if orcs weren't like predetermined,
So
like weren't
their
smashers.
lifespan is so short because they're dumb. Okay, I got it.
Right.
I prefer the term they have a heightened sense of
Stupid.
aggression, but
No, they're stupid.
Stupid. Right, yes.
They're stupid.
we'll agree to disagree.
Well, that means I win, right? According to your logic of your crazy-ass debate rules.
Oh, well, on that case, I disagree
Continue.
entirely. No, I think if an orc live to like a natural old age, they live longer than humans. It's just they don't tend to because they're a more warlike race.
Right, okay, so I guess here's the deal. And actually, I guess the Forsaken would theoretically live the longest, but that's kind of arguable because they're,
They're
already
not
dead.
living.
If you were to read, I'm not sure if it's the Zombie Survival Guide or World War Z, a zombie lasts about a couple of years before its brain rots and then it just can't function, so they have a lifespan of about 3
That
years.
doesn't work for the Forsaken.
Yeah, see, that's not
Well,
the
I'm
Forsaken
on
thing,
that.
though. Because your character has already
Beyond
lived
that-
through more than that, just being
Beyond-
in Azeroth.
That with
Well, they
the
got spare
Forsaken, they're already other races, right? Like the Forsaken are made up of elves and humans and gnomes on occasion.
Yeah. So they're Forsaken, longest race, age-wise.
This
Yep.
Dalek is making it incredibly difficult for me to type.
Okay, well, going down the list of some, common races that you would encounter in the Warcraft universe. The Centaur live about 50 years. The Dwarves, pretty much all the Dwarves live about anywhere between 250 and 450 years. The Draenei live for fucking ever.
Yeah, really.
Roughly 25,000 years. It's the lifespan of a Draenei.
Isn't that Valen's age? He's like around that old.
Yeah, that's the
He's
only
an old
reason we have
shithead.
that number is because he's 25,000 years old and he's not dead yet. So we must assume that the Draenei lifespan is at the very least 25,000 years, but he is an old kook, so
Well, when you're good at running away, you have a long life. So
yeah.
I guess that's too.
It's all
Uh,
the cardio, you see.
The trolls live about 70 to 80 years. Furbolgs live to be anywhere between 130 and 180. Goblins, pretty much same as us normal folk here in the real world, about 75 years old, 80 years old. No,
I'd argue that, actually.
Why?
I'd say goblin lifespans are much shorter than that because they keep blowing themselves up.
Nah,
See,
well,
with that one, you can say because goblins are stupid, I'll let you have that.
What? That's the opposite. Goblins are
They're
smart.
not stupid. They're reckless.
Right.
Goblins
yeah.
aren't smart.
Reckless.
Gnomes live anywhere between 200 and 500 years. So, there you go. That's quite awesome. Let's see. Going back. Humans in the World of Warcraft anyway live anywhere between 85 and 130 years. To be 85 and 130 years old. Ogres are pretty up there too. Ogres could live anywhere between 80 and 100 years old. I've got orcs here for anywhere between 80 and 100 years old. But rarely over 75 because they like to. Orcs have this thing where they like to die in battle, and so, like you've heard several orcs throughout the Warcraft canon that will literally like find fights with people that they think they will lose to, so that they can die.
You mean like Broxigar?
Yes. Tauren lived to be about 115 years old. Worgen, I guess they're just the same as human. I don't really know where the Worgen would really kind of come into that, to be honest
Well, I
with you.
think it would be longer because in Gen's short story, he says like when he transforms, he feels less old. Like all of the aches of being old go away.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume we don't know yet because there haven't been Worgen that long. But I guess I would just say an educated guess would be they live longer. We don't know how long, but longer.
Yeah.
I think they live shorter because hunting accidents.
Keep trying, Don. Keep throwing that.
Hey
line
man,
out.
hey man, if I don't like make shit up off the top of my head, it's just us reading from Wikipedia or Wiki or whichever one is the cool one now. I can't remember which. So you're welcome.
Wow. So I guess that answers the first bit about the lifespans. I guess we didn't really get everyone in there, but I think we got. See, high elves live to be about 350 years old.
Actually,
However, what?
the point was brought up in the IRC. Why is it some mages live as long as they do? That might be something
Right.
worth exploring while we're on
That's-
the subject of age.
Okay, extending your life via magic is something that's been around for a long time in the Warcraft universe. Egwene extended her life through magic for 800 years. That's why a lot of mages like do live to be a lot older because they rely on magic to kind of keep their body from deteriorating.
And sometimes,
Khadgar.
like, what's his name? Meryl Firestorm?
Hellstorm.
Well,
Hellstorm.
it was Firestorm first, wasn't it? And then Dreadlord
Yep.
happened.
Dreadlord happened.
He extended his life so much with magic that his body just started decaying around him.
Now, here's a question.
Here's an answer. 7.
So without immortality, night elves live to be about 5,000 years old on their own accord. They still live for fucking ever. But did we ever find out if Nordrassil like gave them back their immortality?
It didn't.
It did
Didn't
not
it
give.
at the end of Storm Rage when was it Storm Rage when everyone got married?
Well, that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
because like I have like like various sources that tell me different things.
I have an answer for you if you'd like to hear it.
Sure.
I did a Maiev episode on my YouTube 2 weeks ago, and in Wolfheart, one of the reasons that Maiev is pissed off at Malfurion is that he didn't get Nosdormu to re-bless Teldrassil. So it didn't give them their immortality back. So unless they changed it again, currently they don't have it. Because in that same book, Malfurion complains about feeling old. So he's beginning
Well,
to
that's
feel...
because he is old.
Well, yeah. So they don't have it back yet, to my knowledge, when I was researching it.
At least... Well, I don't know if it's at least, but they do still live for an average of 5,000 years, so who the hell knows. But I'm just... It's one of those things where... I'm glad, in a sense, that when they lost their immortality, they didn't do like a lot of the movies do, where if you're immortal and then you lose your immortality, you just like turn into a pile of dust.
What movies have you been watching,
aging.
Pride? Because I've never seen that happen before in my life.
Really, I don't know. I saw this movie a couple days ago where this person, I didn't catch all of it because I was just watching it before I was going to work, and this person like lost his immortality and looked in a mirror or some shit, and like he just turned into a ball of dust. Like he basically went through the aging and decomposition process in like a matter of seconds.
That same thing happened in Tangled for people who are Disney fans, because I just watched that the movie for the first time.
Well, there you go. So, see, we know what we're talking about, Dunn. What kind of movies have you not been watching?
Disney movies, apparently.
Well, that is your fault.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, see, you say the word false. I say.
By the way,
I'm 24 years old, so.
I have no idea how long Pandaren lived. I didn't look or anything. I didn't even. I forgot Pandaren existed when I was looking all this stuff up, so I apologize.
They don't live very long because of liver poisoning.
Well done. Okay, so outside of that, I would like to hand this over to you guys to talk a little bit about sort of religious stuff on in the Warcraft everyday life. Of course, religion is like a big thing for us here on Earth in the real world. Whether you believe in something or you don't, that's not the point. The point is that it's a big thing. So perhaps Necro or Jan or someone.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Or Dunn.
Yes. No.
We'll make Dunn do the horde stuff.
Yeah. We'll make Horde do something.
Necro,
But yeah,
I'm afraid,
He
Necro,
doesn't believe
Necro,
in voodoo. How can he do anything?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to pull rank and delegate. I'm sorry.
I was totally willing. I was just about to start. I don't care.
Go for it.
all right. Talk about everyday life in regards to religion, the various religions that are out there in the world.
Well,
I'm gonna go see if there's a tornado coming for real.
you should probably do that.
That's a
Well,
good call.
well, like Earth, there are lots of religions that the different races follow. Some believe in a philosophy of certain tenets. For example, I was reading, not to plug it, but I was just reading Dark Riders, which is the new comic, and in it they talk about a little bit about the religion aspect of the light, and they talk about how it's more of a philosophy. In some ways, it's more of just a philosophy, and it believes in like justice and courage and faith and that sort of thing, and that is why the light tends to either work for you or not work for you based on how much you believe in it, versus other religions which just kind of work for you. So basically, the humans and the dwarves, and the Draenei, of course, they believe in the holy light. There's really not a deity behind that, although the Naru are kind of like manifestations of the light. It hasn't been clarified yet if there's like a god. There was a god in Warcraft 1, but that's been retconned, I think, since
It
then.
has been.
So yeah, that's the humans. They believe in the holy light. Humans, dwarves,
And
Draenei.
their organized religion has cathedrals and stuff like most Christianity, but they don't worship like Christians do.
Yeah.
Most people seem to get that confused. There's no going in for confession or, mass every Sunday. They don't do that. If you need them,
Unless-
they're there. If you want to pray, they're there.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna say, unless
because
you're
Sunday,
already
of course, is
confessing
called
territories.
Grom's Day, so...
What? Where did you hear
Heard it
this
here
from?
first. I made it up.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. That makes
Awesome.
sense.
We're here for
that's the
facts.
Holy Light. Yep. That's the Holy Light. Let's see. Other versions. The Night Elves, they're basically like the hippies, kind of Warcraft. They revere nature, and they have Elune, who is the moon goddess, and they have a bunch of demigods, Cenarius, a
Except
million
their
other
gods
ones.
like to show up and talk
Yeah.
to them.
Their gods are actual living beings that we can see in the world. Unlike the light, which is just kind of, follow this, and yay. The Night Elves' belief isn't really that complicated. Nature's good, Elune is awesome, if you're a priestess, and yay for Cenarius. That's basically the Night Elves, unless I'm missing something.
More
Not that I
facts?
can think of. I need more. Let me think more hashtag facts.
Okay, well, I can add something into that. It's also tied into the Emerald Dream heavily, at least the Druids are. And the Emerald Dream stems from and is augmented by the green... doesn't stem from her, but the Green Dragon aspect, Ysera, she has a lot to do with that. She was the first link between Night Elves and the Emerald Dream, and why they can go into the dream and use nature magic. They learned it through Cenarius, but Ysera was also a big part of that. So that's basically the Night Elves in a nutshell.
And it should be noted that the light is not just followed by the humans. The dwarves follow them recently. The gnomes have started to follow it. I shouldn't say them.
What else follow the light?
The blood elves
Yes.
and I believe the high elves as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
the Forsaken.
The Forsaken are kind of like a mixed...
Not quite.
Well, it's because the Forsaken, they have their thing, which is like the opposite of the
Shadow.
light. Yeah, it's like the opposite of the light, but there are some people who still believe in the light, and it's a big amalgamation because a lot of them still believe whatever they did before they died.
Nah,
So-
they believe in Sylvanas. Ask any NPC.
They do.
They say,
He's not
I
lying.
believe in Sylvanas.
Except all those ones that killed themselves when they were resurrected.
Yeah.
They
No
couldn't
one cares
handle
about
it.
those guys.
They can't handle the religion of Sylvanas.
The Forgotten Shadows.
And the Draenei. We forgot the freaking Draenei.
No, I brought it up.
Draenei.
Celebrate Sylvanas.
The Drenunu. Now the Forgotten Shadows actually quite interesting. I read into this, so I can talk about this. The short of it is, the Forgotten Shadow is to worship at the Holy Light as actual Satanism is to Christianity. In the fact that Satanism and the cult of the Forgotten Shadow are worship of self, and Christianity and following the light is putting faith in an external force. So now
So
you've
that's
learned
cool.
something about real life, and why? That's all I got. It's kind of interesting to me.
I may or may not lose power at some point in the next few minutes.
It's getting really bad up there.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, there's a tornado coming right towards the house.
Well, before
about-
that happens, can you give us a list of everything that we need to talk about? So,
It's about 7 miles away. Well, we've got a couple videos to play, and we've got the top 10 list for sure. So, why don't we, so that I can get dressed, actually, in case I do have to, evacuate the house. Let's go ahead, and Rioris, can you load us up on possibly Tyrannor's video, so that we can have a little time to gather what needs to happen in case something goes wrong.
WoW Radio presents The Scourge Vent Recordings, written by Brian Buckley of CWSargaris.com, adapted for radio by Total Biscuit, starring Jesse Cox as Killzone Jaden, Mickey C as Kel'Thuzad, Total Biscuit as Arthas the Lich King, Ariana as Sylvanas, Pride as Sargeras, and Dustin as Anubarak.
Arthas has connected. Arthas has joined the channel.
Hey,
Anyone there?
Kel'Thuzart has joined the channel.
Hey man.
My liege.
Listen, there's this thing I need you to do for me.
Anything, my liege. What army must I lay to waste? Whose lands shall I decimate for your glory?
Yeah, I'm good on decimation for today. We're gonna hold off on the decimation for like a week or so.
Okay.
I was thinking, how much trouble do you think it would be to have a thermostat installed in the throne room?
Why?
It's really, really cold in here. I'm Lord of the Scourge. I think I should get a thermostat.
No, it's a frozen throne.
Right, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The throne is frozen. The chair that I sit on all day, literally a block of ice. It is so very, very cold. I actually cannot overemphasize how cold I am on a daily basis.
But it's supposed to be frozen. It's the source of your power.
About that, can I get my power transferred to some other source? Something that isn't made out of ice, that I then have to literally sit on? Someone dropped the ball there.
Oh, okay, so, what should it be then? Like a ring?
A ring. Seriously, a ring? Do you read history?
So what then?
I don't know, I'll think about it. Maybe an armoire.
Armor?
No, not armor, an armoire, the furniture. Oh, but speaking of armor, I have skulls on my kneecaps.
Okay.
No, it is not okay. I have skulls on my kneecaps.
Well, for the thermostat, I think you need approval from a supervisor. I'll just get Kill Jaden in here and we'll sort it out.
No.
No, it's cool.
No, don't. Oh, my old boss. I hate this guy. Okay. Let's act casual, like old times.
Killzone Jaden has connected. Killzone Jaden has joined the channel.
This had better be important. Yeah, Lich King here just wants a warmer throne room is all. Warmer?
No, it's really not necessary, sir.
You want a warmer throne room? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he does.
I really don't.
Okay, sure. Let me just get right on that. I actually know these guys. They're really great. Literally made of fire. They could eat your room right up for you. They're called the Burning Legion. Why don't you invite them to Azeroth so they can come and... Oh, wait. Someone's too busy being Chatty Cathy to prepare his world for an apocalypse.
So sorry, sir.
Yeah, sir. That's new. Hey, come on, though. It's not like we've just been sitting around. We're spreading plague and stuff. We totally spread a lot of plague. And don't forget the Spider War.
Actually, I wouldn't mention that.
Oh, yes. The Spider War. The war where you spent 10 years getting rid of spiders. Check it out. I had a mosquito war last night. Mosquito lands on me. I squish it. Done. 2 seconds. Didn't take me 10 years because I'm not an idiot.
Yes, sir. Very sorry, sir. I'm honest.
You know what? You know who else might want to hear about this? Maybe I should get Sargeras in here. Sure.
No, that is not necessary.
Hold on. I'll go get him.
Killzone Jaden has left the server.
Are you crazy? Sure? Do you actually know who Sargeras is?
I think so. He's Alliance, right? Horde?
Anubarak has connected. Anubarak has joined the channel.
Hey guys, what's going on in this chat? What's up?
Guys, seriously.
What's his problem? He's cold.
Yeah, well, he sits on a frozen throne inside of Ice Crown Glacier with a sword named Frostmourne. The name Ice Crown Glacier can only imply that among glaciers, which are themselves made of ice, this one is especially icy. It's possible there is some coldness involved.
Thank you. Okay, so install me a thermostat, please.
Boss, Ixnay on the asking him to install stuff.
What is that supposed to mean? Oh, I get it. Because I'm an arachnid? And how could I possibly install a thermostat without thumbs? Racist!
No. Well, okay, yeah. How would that actually work?
Oh, I'm sure I don't know. I'm just an arachnid. Guess what? I'm not ashamed of what I am. Spider Pride!
Anubarak has left the server.
Thank God.
Anubarak has joined the channel.
God.
I'm launching a formal protest. I'm going to let everyone know the Scourge is not an equal opportunity employer, and I am being discriminated against due to race, and species, and phylum.
Oh, look, there's no need to get upset.
Oh my god, don't apologize for him, Arthas.
Killzone Jaden has connected. Killzone Jaden has joined the channel.
Sargeras is logging in now.
Oh, hell.
Precisely.
Listen, I wasn't complaining earlier. The temperature is fine.
Kill Jaden?
Excuse me, who is this? I'm Lord Kill Jaden. To anyone that's not a Dreadlord or above.
Listen, Killy, there is some phylomism going down in this place.
Killy? Oh, you want to die, don't you? Also, does nobody watch their enunciation anymore? I didn't spend 7 eons feasting on the souls of the righteous just so I could play games with the functionally idiotic.
No, I'm serious. This is a real issue.
What is a real issue?
Phylum-ism.
You best start talking some English. Where the hell is Sargeras?
Precisely.
Don't get cute.
I am being discriminated against on the basis of my spinal condition.
What's your spinal condition?
I don't have one.
What?
I'm an arachnid. Spider power!
Hello.
You meant to go to commercial, goddamn.
Yeah, really.
We're going to commercial.
Goddamn.
Want to stay up to date with all the latest happenings around the Smoking Gamer and its crew? Well, be sure to follow us on our various social media platforms, including Facebook at facebook.com/TSGamer, twitter.com/Pride1G, or simply @Pride1G. You can also check us out on Anook at anook.com/page/TSGamer. And of course, you can always come and join the fun over at www.knightsoflore.com. Thanks for listening to But Wait, There's Lore. Show your support in the real world by picking up one of our brand new Season 6 But Wait, There's Lore series t-shirts, only at printonblack.co.uk. Order before July 31st for a chance to win this exclusive TSG Jade logo shirt.
Adzo, so don't talk to me.
Okay. We're back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a crazy day here in the virtual studios of But Wait, There's Lore. There's super tornadoes coming right towards us. We've got, people not listening when we're supposed to go to commercial, Rioris. Among other things. So, yeah. Make sure you guys buy those t-shirts.
Buy the t-shirts.
Indeed.
By them.
This is the first time Dunn's seen this commercial.
I'm watching it as we speak now.
Yeah, we're watching it on delay. But, I'm waiting on him to watch it so he can tell me how awesome it is. And
I really
we
like
have an
the
evacuation.
That's the tornado siren.
No, that was the tornado sirens have been going off. I'm not that close to one, so you can barely hear it. But that was a police officer coming through telling us that it is time to evacuate.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, cheerio, Pride. See you next week. Yeah.
I'm not evacuating just yet. However, if you guys want to... Let's go ahead and get this top 10 out of the way so that I can get that done. And all that good stuff. Done. What did you think of the commercial?
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed it. I particularly like that, riff. Whatever was being played. Pretty bad.
Yeah, that was fun to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get the top 10 out of the way before this tornado actually hits me so that I can... and also because apparently Howitzer's leaving in 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's gotta go to work, hasn't he? Yeah.
Right. So let's go ahead and try and get this top 10 knocked out real quick. If Howitzer, you do have to leave, then someone will take over your bits.
Okay.
So Rioris, start us off. Let me load up my list here so I can actually see everything.
Yeah, I already forgot what that order was.
Yeah, I gotta find out the order. I believe that who has number 10?
You?
Is that me that has number
Yeah.
10? All right, well,
That's
number.
me, but we swapped. So,
That's right. Going to drive here. Number 10 on the top 10 list. Current threats to Azra, our current potential. I wanna stress the word potential. Threats to Azeroth. Starting out at number 10 is Neptulon, the the water guy that we meet in Throne of, what is that place called? Throne of the Tides?
Yes.
Something like that?
Well, he's before that too, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but
no one did this year, so like no one knows he's from anywhere but Throne of the Tides.
right. So Neptulon, of course, is one of the elemental lords. He is the elemental lord of water. He sits alongside, folks like Ragnaros and Therazane and Alkala. Is it Alakir? Right?
Yes.
Alakir? Yeah. We're very prepared today, gentlemen. Neptulon is on the list of potential threats. Whilst I don't particularly feel like he would ever do anything, at least not anytime soon, as, he doesn't really seem like he cares too much about what's going on the surface. He's got his own problems to deal with on the sea floor with the Naga and the Murlocs and all that stuff that's going on down there. However, he could at some point get, pissed off enough that he decides to come up to the surface and start fucking with the denizens of Azeroth. And then, quite honestly, we would have a pretty decent fight on our hands. Neptulon, is pretty powerful. He's actually... It's fun to think about Neptulon and the way that he kind of kills things. He likes to play with his victims, if you will. He likes to, let them escape and then recatch them, kind of keep giving them that false hope of escape, and then he inevitably kills them. So we know that the guy has potential, craziness about him, and it is possible that one day he could decide to turn his attention away from the Naga and towards us surface dwellers.
Well, if I can add one more thing. The reason I'm the one who I put Neptulon on the list originally, and the reason I did is not because I don't think him on his own would do anything. It's because at the end of the Throne of the Tides dungeon, he gets recaptured again by the Naga, and he's taken off. So we don't know what happened to him. He was supposed to reappear in the Abyssal Maw, but that didn't happen. So I don't know if we're meant to assume he's still under their capture or what. But since we know
you see, Necro, what you meant to do is forget he existed. That's what Blizzard is hoping for.
I will never do that. It'd be interesting to see if he got somehow corrupted, because what's the Kraken or whatever his name is was pretty good at doing that throughout the dungeon. So it'd be interesting if he was a threat.
Tornado sirens are still going off. And I'm just sitting here doing a lore podcast.
I just got like this mental image of the tornado going through and like that back wall just disappearing.
If it gets real bad, I can actually... I'll do something here in a minute. Number 9 is Janelle, right? You're taking number 9 for us here?
Yes. So...
All right.
Remind us again what that is. Because it has not come up on the stream yet.
It's in their chat.
Oh, you need me to remind you. Number 9 on the top 10 potential threats to Azeroth is Sylvanas and the Forsaken.
Okay, so we were just making sure. So the Forsaken are number 9, and the reason for that, in my opinion, is because they're trying to turn everybody into undead creatures. And their whole plague thing, that they launched at the Wrathgate and killed an entire army of Horde and Alliance. But I don't think that's ever really going to happen.
It could happen.
I don't think so. Part of it, I don't think that the Forsaken are that evil, and I don't think that they'd actually like that very much if all the other races that they like to kill were gone.
Maybe they aren't, but Sylvanas is fucking crazy.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the race, not just Sylvanas. So like I
well-
said, I think it's possible, especially when you look at their interactions so often with demons and how dark they are. The corruption is definitely possible. I just don't see it ever succeeding fully because the entire race as a whole is not that evil. That's my point.
Maybe.
It's possible, but
Oh yeah.
Hooray!
hooray!
Brad is showing us the view of the tornado from the back side of his house.
This is the outside of my house. You can't really see much because that's the edge, but you can see a lot of lightning.
Damn.
Yeah, there it is. But anyways, so that's what I'm going through at the moment.
Remember on
my door
episode
open.
1 when you were all like, who was it that had tornadoes? And you were like,
Tennessee,
"Nah."
Alabama, and Kentucky. And I said, being from Oklahoma, I can't feel too bad for you. And this is why. But let's move on. Number 8 on the list is done. Going to be covering that for us. Number 8 on the list of potential
Yes,
threats to
I am.
Azeroth is yet another conflict between the Horde and the Alliance, which we're kind of going through right now. But Dunn, tell us what's up.
Why those are bad? Those are bad, you see, because well, it depends how you look at it. Obviously, a conflict between the Horde and the Alliance is bad because the Horde and the Alliance fighting, and that's like a threat that way. But the sheer amount of resources that a war effort takes, a war effort between the two, would take a great toll on the natural resources of Azeroth as a whole. And you see what the orcs do, we storm up to Ashenvale, and we're like, yo bitch, we need some wood. And then we take the wood, which I believe when we were doing the vote, it said ongoing Horde Alliance conflicts, open brackets, bitch, give us wood. And I know there was a little debate between me and someone else, just adding new brackets. I'm like, no, fuck off, it's our wood. So basically, it's a threat to the wood, a threat to the forests of Azeroth. Because the war effort demands wood, and once we get all the wood we need, we just cut down trees and leave it to rot, and then deforestation, and then there's no oxygen and everyone dies. True fact.
You could
It's a good
argue
thing I needed
about the
that
fact
wood.
that we. It's a good thing. You could argue the fact that mana bombs. I mean, we've already resorted to using mana bombs. It could just escalate to bigger bombs and more bombings within major cities.
We do that. And let's not forget, Garrosh has been using Dark Shaman to summon magma elementals, and apparently they could cause a third cataclysm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not good. Basically, if the war keeps going between the Horde and the Alliance, the Horde will escalate and use more destructive weapons of killing Alliance.
Horde.
And then we'll open more portals, and then Azeroth will be Outlands 2.
Outlands.
Outlands 2. Electric Boogaloo. That's all I got, really. If you don't know why it's a potential threat to Azeroth, I'm sorry, I can't help you. It should speak for itself.
That's Rathion's whole point of what he's doing. Because we're gonna get owned when whatever comes back comes back.
Spoilers!
We're gonna spoil the whole thing when we get to Rathion anyway, so who gives a shit?
Wow.
Yeah, but,
Way
well-
to spoil that Rathion's on the list. God
Yeah,
damn it,
Necro. Wow.
Isn't he next?
Jesus. Yes.
No.
No, he's not.
No, he's
Oh.
not next.
Whatever.
Alright, so I guess we're moving on to number 8, or...
7.
Yeah, number 8. 7, whatever. Number 7 on the list is going to be taken over by Howie here. Do you know what it is, Howitzer?
No, that's the whole point. We don't know what it is. It is the mysterious thing under Tirisfal. We don't know what it is. They said it exists, and they say it's big, and they say it's very whatever it is. Apparently, we should be afraid of it, but we've never
it's not
seen
an
it
old
before.
god.
It's not an old god, and I think I remember them saying it's not something that we've seen before.
Uh-huh.
Now, whether or not that's something we haven't seen before or something that we've never heard of, those are two completely different things. So it might be something that we've heard of but never seen in person. So, I mean, this is basically a giant question mark of possible mass destruction under Tirisfal. And so we're kind of waiting for that to happen, because whatever it is probably going to be something big. So that's how come the mystery is going to get it not the top or not really the bottom, but kind of the middle ground. And I have to go to work, so I'm done.
No,
All
I'm
right.
done.
We will see you later, Howitzer, and I guess we will reconfigure. Rioris will reconfigure these cameras. But moving on in the top 10 lists, we have. Let me go back to my spreadsheet here. We have Necroxus talking about what is the sixth potential threat to Azeroth.
Well, I did kind of spoil it a little bit, but
A lot of it. You kind of
a
spoiled it.
lot of it because I said what it was. But number 6 is Wrathion, the Black Prince. He is a son of Deathwing. He calls himself the son of Deathwing, although that is debatable. Basically, he came about from, if you guys played Cataclysm in the Badlands quest chain, there is a red dragon who's trying to purify the Black Dragon's corruption of the old gods, because we find out that basically all of them are corrupted in some level, at some form, by the old gods. Basically, you go through this long quest chain that, in my opinion, was the best one in Cataclysm, and eventually you cleanse this Black Dragon egg at the cost of the life of the Red Dragon. So, this egg, we have this egg, and that disappears. And then when Dragon Soul, the raid, comes out, we find out that this egg is hatched, and it is this Black Dragon whelp that takes the form of a human male, calls himself Wrathion. And in Cataclysm, he basically teams up with a rogue to take down the surviving Black Dragons, because at that point, they're all dead but, like 3 of them, and Deathwing himself. At least he thinks they're all dead, but those 3. So you do all that, you kill Deathwing, and then he disappears, saying, hint, 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 Mr. Pandaria, I might go on there. If you see me there, say hi. And he shows up, again, of course, in Pandaria, and he takes a much, much, much more active role in the Horde and the Alliance conflict. There's my phone that I will silence. Sorry about that. So he takes a bigger part in the Horde and the Alliance war. He gives his favor to both sides, which is a reason why I personally put him so high on the list when we first voted. We're also giving him so many relics of power. We're giving him these sigils of power, these sigils of wisdom, which you're collecting from the Mogu and the Mantid and all these Titan places. And then you move on to the Throne of Thunder, and you're giving him all of these Titan artifacts. You're basically powering him up more and more and more. And the reason Howie left, but the reason he and I gave him such a high score, Howie actually gave him a 10 in the final list, is because we have a theory where Wrathion has never told us what he's going to do. He just says that he's going to end this conflict, and he's going to put his plan into action, and we don't know what that is. So we're under the assumption that him gathering all of these artifacts, and him having such a vested interest in the Titans, he could very possibly bring the Legion to Azeroth himself in an effort to make the Titans then return, because he is basically a huge hard-on for the Titans. That's his whole thing. Yay, the Titans are awesome. So we don't know what he's doing. He has a lot of power. He has a lot of influence. He has a lot of these artifacts. That's why he's dangerous, because we just don't know what his plan is.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so number 5 on the list of potential threats to Azeroth. I don't know if this one's a potential anymore, but number 5 on the list is the Shah of Me. The Shah of Pride, and number 1 of the reasons he's on the list is because, that's kind of the thing we're dealing with at the moment. One of the things we're dealing with at the moment, anyway, is the Shah of Pride. Of course, the Shah, if you don't know, which if you've been playing Pandaria, Mr. Pandaria, you should, but they are basically just physical manifestations of, hatred and just negative emotion, right? Everything negative in the world brought together and then manifested into this hideous creature. And they are not, they're not nice. They're not nice folk. You wouldn't want to go over to their house and have, some cherry pie. Just
Tea and scones.
Or if you're British, tea and scones.
Monocle's optional.
Indeed. So basically, the Shah of Pride is the worst of these manifestations of negative emotion and negative energy. And we've already had to deal with several other Shaw that were quite powerful. And if the Shaw of Pride is the worst of the worst, then I think we've got one hell of a fight on our hands coming up in the world of Azeroth. Lore-wise, I don't know how hard it'll be, actual-wise, in-game-wise, but lore-wise, very hefty little fight on our hands.
Well, not only is he the most powerful, Xiaohao, when he's a spirit, tells us he's more powerful than all of the other ones combined.
Yeah.
So that's pretty bad.
Yeah. I'm kind of a badass, but it's what can you do? Number 4 on the list. Getting into the bottom half of the list, we actually didn't have a whole lot of arguments over the bottom half of this list like we did last week. This time, we actually all our arguments was at the top end of the list, and in what should have gone in the number 10 spot. But me and Jan, we'll talk about that here in just a little while. In the meantime, if Janelle would care to tell us why the number 4 spot in the top 10 list of potential threats to Azeroth goes to the Naga and Ashara.
Yes, Naga and Ashara are the 4th most threatening presence on Azeroth and to Azeroth because they're trying to get rid of all landmass on the planet. They want to melt the ice caps up in Northrend and create a world completely underwater. Now, I think the Alliance at least will be okay because they do pretty well breathing underwater all the time. I don't know about the Horde. I guess they can find a nice warlock friend, but at the same time they'll kill all life on land, and the rest of us might get a little pruny.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Do you say pruning?
Pruny, yeah, you know how when you get really wet.
Yeah, I know, but I'm distracted. I'm distracted by the baby monkey riding backwards on a pig. But what? What?
This is just all going out of control.
Wow.
It's a great show, yeah.
Oh, by the way, Ajar is also supremely powerful as a sorcerer, so that's also bad news.
But getting pruny, that's worth mentioning.
It was a joke, Dun. It was a joke.
But the show's super serious.
Coming from you, I think that's... Oh my gosh.
Super serious!
Okay. Done. Number 3.
Yes. One sec.
Done. This show is super serious.
Come on, get it together.
Okay. Let's do this. The Titans are number 3. Because okay, right. Listen the fuck up. The Titans, our only interaction really with anything Titanic at this, significantly at this point has really been Algalon.
Icecrown? What?
When? Oh, actually, shit, I guess that was Throne of Thunder as well. Well, forget Throne of Thunder for a while. Let's talk about Ulduar. Let's talk about Ulduar and let's talk about Algalon, because that's what I thought of when I did the vote. And he was all like, yeah, basically the Titans are gonna come and reset the planet. So, I think the Titans should be around this point on the list, because they can just reset the planet, and apparently they can do that on a whim.
Not on my watch.
But apparently not on Pride's watch.
Yeah.
They have it. I haven't got. They're an unknown. They're an unknown that can destroy all life on Azeroth. So.
Emergency alert! Extreme tornado warning in this area until 7:45. Take shelter now.
Get out! Get out!
Get to the chopper!
I do not think you want to be in a chopper. I think that would possibly be the worst place to go.
Apparently they have evacuated Walmart. Now that's when you know it's serious.
Oh,
shit is serious when they evacuate Walmart.
Yeah,
this is where my girlfriend is working there currently, and she's like, they evacuated the store, and now we're all in the break room under the tables.
Damn.
I'm gonna type out good luck.
Wouldn't indoor ways be slightly safer than
DLHF.
Did you just text her GLHF?
Oh, shit. Okay, we need to hurry up and do this because I have just a couple minutes.
Titans, they're bad. Let's go. Let's do this.
Right.
Alright, number 2, I'll take number 2 on the list is the Old Gods. The Old Gods are on the list, obviously, because they are the old gods, and they are pretty much responsible for everything that has ever gone bad or wrong in the history of Azeroth. So, it would be foolish
Remiss
to think
to put them any lower yet. On to the next one!
it would be foolish to think that they don't have something going on right now that is detrimental. So, when will their big plan unfold? I don't know. We'll find out. Number 1 on the list of most of the potential threats to Azeroth, Necroxus. What is it?
The Burning Legion, of course. Why would it be any other group? They have destroyed innumerable amounts of worlds. They have tried to destroy Azeroth, 3 times now? And they've failed, which is why I actually put the Old Gods ahead of them, but, you know, whatever. They're still really, really powerful. There's a shit ton of demons. It's not even really necessary to explain. They are enormously powerful, led by a Fallen Titan, or whatever Sargeras is doing. And,
Good list, guys.
they're really strong.
Good list. Good list. Pride, you survived the list.
I did. No. Oh!
Now he's gone.
Hold on. There's a dog in my room. Hello. Say hi, Ernie.
Ernie.
What?
Dog's name Ernie. Kind of awesome.
Oh.
Come on.
Okay. I was watching, like, the stream on YouTube, and I was like, there's no fucking dog here.
Okay. Alright, so...
Are you gonna flee to safety now?
Yeah, I'm gonna have Rioris go ahead and play another video if he has one, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. We're gonna play Howitzer retcons the lore. Then I guess we're gonna go on another commercial, and then when we get back, I may or may not be here. We will find out. Actually, before we go, I and Janelle both really wanted Neptulon off this list and replaced with the Murlocs, the Murloc uprising that is bound to happen at any given moment. We don't know when it's coming, but I guarantee you it is coming. It is coming hard. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be painful. We're not going to survive it. And if, at the end of the day, the Murlocs will own Azeroth. The entirety of Azeroth will be Murloc City.
Well, they're owning my webcam right now.
So say to change my mind. It's gonna happen.
Indeed.
Like,
all right, with that said,
jeez.
my family is now fleeing to the bathroom. Tornado sirens are definitely blaring, and I'm gonna go outside and watch the tornado. So, you guys have fun.
Show now, bitches.
Sun is in charge until I return. I will stay. I will stay here. I will leave my camera on, so that he doesn't have to do anything. If the
when
power
the house falls down.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You guys want to hear the tornado sirens? Hold on.
I don't know what's going on this week.
You guys hear that?
Well, you see, Necro, what's happening is there's a tornado, and it's throwing a right spanner in the works.
Another look outside. It's getting worse.
That didn't look good.
No, it really doesn't. It's quite windy, too.
During a tornado? What?
During a tornado. Alright, anyways, guys, I will see you all later. Have fun. Good luck.
GG.
Good luck to you.
Want to stay up to date with all the latest happenings around the Smoking Gamer and its crew? Well, be sure to follow us on our various social media platforms, including Facebook at facebook.com/TSGamer, twitter.com/Pride1G, or simply @Pride1G. You can also check us out on Anook at anook.com/page/TSGamer. And of course, you can always come and join the fun over at www.knightsoflore.com.
Fairly recently, in the Kingdom of Stormwind, there was an evil dragon who had dreams of rising the ranks of nobility. and eventually becoming the ruling member of the human capital. Now, the Alliance was infamous for hating all types of dragons, so she decided to use a human disguise, and change her name to Lady Prestor. Now, with no birth certificate or anyone who saw her grow up, you would imagine that people would doubt or not trust a woman who seemed to come out of nowhere and just claim to be part of the somewhat famous Prestor family. However, using the Alliance's superior intellect, they knew they could trust this person and give her a job with a lot of influence. Her first task was to kidnap the King of Stormwind because nobody liked him. And she did such a good job that she got promoted to Royal Advisor. She became a symbol for dragons everywhere. She showed that even if you're an evil dragon and everyone would hate you if they knew who you were, as long as you have a dream, anything is possible. And then some random adventurers or some shit like that said she was a dragon, and apparently the Alliance doesn't like dragons, so they killed her and tore off her head. And that's what happened.
Thanks for listening to But Wait, There's Lore. Show your support in the real world by picking up one of our brand new Season 6 But Wait, There's Lore series t-shirts, only at printonblack.co.uk. Order before July 31st for a chance to win this exclusive TSG Jade logo shirt.
When and I'll say stalling. Are we back? I'm still watching how he rewrites. Oh, I'm watching the how he reads the lore thing because our stream's underlying. I haven't seen this yet.
You may be. Yeah. I think they can now hear me, and due to losing everyone, we're gonna have to fuck about with things.
Anybody else see that thing moving on Pride's camera?
I think it's
I just saw his arm come into view.
He's got to get his coat.
I need Baby Monkey
They're
back.
fleeing to safety. I think maybe.
What is going on?
I don't.
This is what happens when tornadoes attack.
Oh my goodness.
Tornadoes destroying podcasts everywhere.
Is he taking us outside, or is his house falling down?
Oh, they can't see this. I might be able to turn it back on. I don't know if I can.
Wait, are we live right now?
I think we're live. I think we've been live.
Yeah, you are live. They can hear you and everything. I just don't know how broken everything is right now.
Okay, he took us outside. That's what happened.
Okay, and the IRC people, because I trust you, are we live?
You are live! And they can hear me. Hello, people. You'll be seeing me in a second.
Okay, welcome back to But Where There's Lore here on youtube.com/SmokingGamer. I am Dern. I'm joined by Necroxys Janelle. Rioris will be here. What the fuck is going on? There's gifts everywhere.
Fuck, that didn't work.
Rioris is, as per usual, breaking it. Do we have anything to talk about?
Turned off the bed.
Oh well.
Necro, is there anything you'd like to share?
Necro needs to tell me why he doesn't think the Murlocs are a threat. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah, Necro, you need to do that.
Because they are cannon fodder. That's their whole point whenever they're introduced. Even in the one raid boss that they're in Serpent Shrine Cavern, they're meant to be the cannon fodder.
But
They're totally
they turned
harmless.
into a race as powerful as the Jinyu. So isn't it possible that they could get hit with a magical meteor and turn into a really powerful species that's
Jinyu
still
are
really
powerful.
stupid and bent on killing everybody?
No, because I
But
like
the
face roll
Jinyu-
Jinyu every day.
But the Jinyu are not Murlocs. They also kind of got a little help from, the gigantic powerful water
That was my
energies and
point.
wherever.
I didn't say it would be as amazing as the Pandaria water. It would leave them still stupid, and then they would come and kill us all.
Well, you could say that about any race then. What if the Burning Legion came back and made cows even stronger than the Tauren were? I don't see that argument, Jan.
Ah, it's Rioris.
Yes, yeah, I am now Pride. I'm working on changing the name. But, yeah, I was not expecting this.
Well, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Yep.
And as you can see, if you didn't notice, Rioris is actually sporting a But Where There's Lore
think
Smoking Gamer
Can I see
shirt.
this 1 minute?
I am not. But Rioris is, yeah. So apart from Murlocs, which no one cares about really, let's be honest. Do we have
Thank
anything
you.
do we have anything that we desperately need to address? Or should we just take it to Q&A?
I can address something really quick if you want to fill time.
Yes.
Well,
do that.
only if you feel that it is vital.
I think
The
filling
Dark
time is the
Riders-
vital thing. Yes, talk about
Dark
that shit.
Riders is a new comic that came out for Warcraft, and it's really bad. And I would not recommend anybody read it. So, there we go! I think I just screwed someone over. Maybe me.
Okay, so Q&A. Let us do Q. Can someone keep their eyes on the YouTube chat just in case something shows up in the...
Yeah.
I have... No one has sent me... Well, one person has sent me questions because people keep forgetting who I am on the IRC.
It's him, it's MP.
It's me, it's MPD. Rios, don't even try.
Rios, you had one job to say that right.
No. I have many jobs. I have all the jobs. You have jack shit to do.
IRC.
Also, it's 1:15. I should be quiet.
Them sick rhymes.
Okay, I think I fixed everything. So, how's everyone enjoying today's show?
I am. Indeed.
I think I made a boo-boo when I just said my last thing. You should actually read that comic, because it's really good. I lied.
Oh, okay, there's a question now. Can you explain, this is from Angry Smurf, can you explain why Therazane was not a raid boss in Cataclysm and Alakir was? Alakir has every reason to want Ragnaros dead, and Therazane hated us for killing her daughter in that ship. Say our place. Moradin. Please bring some logic into this. Well, I think you're asking the wrong people, but we'll give it a go.
Wasn't Alakir corrupted?
It's really simple, too.
Therazane forgive us in the end, and then say just don't fucking come back here ever again?
Yeah, we did dailies.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. But Alakir does have legitimate beef with Ragnaros, as Ragnaros killed his son. And then his son is in that sword, that legendary sword that people link in Trichat. Can't
Dirge?
remember the name of.
Thunder Fury, bro.
Dirge.
That's the one.
Dirge.
Did you say Dirge?
Nothing but Dirge.
What?
Dirge.
What?
Do you not get Dirge spam?
No.
Huh?
What?
What are
No
you?
one has any
You
idea
don't
what
get
you're
Dirge
talking about.
spam.
Okay, we'll get back to Therazane in a second. New question. What is Dirge?
Dirge is an epic dagger from Cataclysm, and it gets spammed.
Oh, Dirge.
Dirge.
The way I just pictured like Durg in my head. I was like Dirge. What the
That'd be
fuck
Doug.
is that?
Dirge.
Okay. Back to Therazane and Alakir. Why is Alakir the boss and Therazane not? Because I've got a theory, but if anyone else,
I just think because she forgave us and told us to get the fuck out.
And we can't hit women according to Anita Sarkeesian.
What?
Oh, Riors, why, Riors, no. You just made a bigger blunder than I did by saying thing about the comic. We're gonna get flooded with shit.
So ignore the man behind the curtain. The sole reason for Alakir being a raid boss and Therazane not, I feel, is I think it comes down more to mechanics than lore. They wanted to do Deep Home as a leveling zone, and they also wanted to do a raid encounter where you were jumping around platforms in the sky. And I think that is the sole driving reason for why the elemental lords that were raid bosses and the ones that weren't.
Well, the reason that sorry, people are screaming in the background from me in my house. Anyway, excuse me, the reason that Therazane hates Deathwing is because Therazane's whole thing is, yay, the Earth is awesome. And what did the Cataclysm do? It basically just destroyed a lot of Earth all over the planet. I think that's a pretty good reason too.
Oh yeah, that was the thing as well.
Yeah, she says that. She either says that or
Deathwing
implies
sort of fucked up Therazane's crib.
that.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's see what else do we have. Doc1 from the IRC says, so hello Dun, Rioris, Necro, and Janelle. So my question... Oh, fuck, stop sending me questions in, guys, when I'm trying to read them, because it makes me swap to a different tab. Where was I? My favourite question for you is... Stop it! My favourite question for you... My question for you is, who is your favourite obscure lore character, and what is the lore behind them? Yes, a nice open question that we can talk bullshit about for time. Yes, go! Obscure lore characters that is your favourite and why, and like what is their lore? Because they're so obscure people don't know. Let's start with Rioris.
Fuck if I know. I haven't read Wowpedia in years. Someone else do it first. I can become Pride again. I will do it.
Go, Jan. I always answer first, I feel like, so I don't want to go first this time.
Just answer first.
No, I'm not going first.
Done, you go first.
I'm trying to think.
That's what we're all trying to do.
See, I want to say something like Broxigar, because of course he's only appeared in 3 books, but everyone knows Broxigar, so he's not that obscure. Who do I like that's obscure? What is the name of that Blood Elf dude in Night the Dragon, who is like Sylvanas' third cousin or something like that?
Oh, Zendarian Windrunner, I think his name is?
Him? Yeah.
Zendarian.
That dude. He's a badass. He's...
Wait, the bad guy you're talking about? He does
Yeah,
the guys at the end?
The guy who's like helping Sinestra with her
Yes.
evil plan. And then he's all like, yo, Illyria, Sylvanas is a zombie. And then Illyria's like, yo, don't talk shit about my sister, even though I hate her for what she's become. But you're not allowed to say it. And there's an episode. Basically, his whole thing is he's a blood elf, windrunner, and he's helping Sinestra make Twilight Dragons.
Yeah, he's bad. Bad man.
He's a badass, is what he is.
He did have a pretty cool death. He got eaten by, what's his name? Like that crazy ass
was his
dragon
name?
she was growing.
It's
something
like
it was like Dragonax or Darganax or something like that.
Dragon X.
Darganax.
He's of course a anime character. Dragon X.
Sounds like lots of anime characters. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, I thought he was pretty cool, and that was
Yep.
the first. I think he's the only one that's obscure enough that most people won't know who he is, but not so obscure that I can't remember him for the life of me. So, yeah.
Jan?
I can't remember the NPC's name. It's from a quest, but the guy in the Warlock Sanctuary who sends you to kill a Stormwind nobleman was my hero for the longest time.
Oh. He was oh god, I forgot his name too.
I just
Damn it.
thought he was amazing because I hate the Stormwind nobility with a passion. So,
Isn't he the guy who makes you dress up like that harvest golem as like his daughter or something?
no,
And
that's
you're like-
a different one. He
Oh,
just
yeah.
sends you up there and you kill him and then nobody notices and you leave. And beyond that part, I mean,
It was pretty badass back then for a warlock. We're just assassinating nobility.
yeah, it was really cool. I liked that guy a lot. And I don't think that quest exists still,
It
but
doesn't.
it should. It should.
Okay, mine. I'm going last this time. Surprise, surprise. My
Rioris
favorite
hasn't gone yet. Maybe Rioris go first.
Everything's about to break, so no.
Oh, okay. Forget Rioris. He isn't important. No one likes him anyway. Go, Necro.
My favorite obscure character, her name is Amber Kiernan. She is a female human. She is a sniper. She is a member of SI7. She appears in Westfall for 2 quests where she helps you. You go through this tower and she's just sniping people to death. And She then appears in Mists of Pandaria, and she's part of the group that travels there. She has a bigger, expanded role. She's also in 5.3, but she's awesome.
Well,
So
thanks a lot. Now I have Coheed and Cambria's, that song that they do.
Kind of. It sounds familiar.
Do you know the one that, as soon as you said Sniper, do you know what song I'm on about?
No.
I can't remember the name of the song, but I'll look it up maybe later. On to the next question, though. Let's go from the YouTube chat. This was from Garanja12345. Out of all the legend... Garanja, is that troll boss? Who's Garanja again?
No, it's not him. You're thinking of somebody else. It sounds like that.
But that name... I'll have to Google that as well.
You're thinking of Tharanja, who was the guy who looked like the car.
Oh, yeah. He was the best. Out of all the legendaries, which one is the most powerful? Which one? What are the legendaries?
What about those daggers that Rathian got his hand on?
Thanks for the
I
father.
picked those. Things of the Father.
Shadowmourne was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like Shadowmourne.
If we ignore the fact that he made an axe out of a mace.
Yeah,
get that.
Me a bit. Need to make this axe. So, okay, first we're going to get Arthas's hammer. Yeah, so the dragon dagger things and Shadowmourne.
Let's go with that.
Is what we're split on. Okay. Question from Megaperson56. Hey Dun, do you have a YouTube channel? I do. It is youtube.com/Duncraft. There's nothing on it. No, I've got plans to do things, but at the moment I am unemployed. So I'm focused on let's get the job first, and then once I know when I'm working, then I know when I can dedicate time to making things for YouTube. But a lot of the music that you hear in the intro, I make. So maybe I'll throw that up there one of the days. So if you particularly like those like tracks Rioris plays during the intros of the show, like before we start, then you can go check it out. And if you don't like them, I'd recommend that you don't. Oh, god damn. I'm drawn to the question asking why I'm so awesome. I just don't know. I was born this way. Much like Lady Gaga. Holy shit, I've got a bunch of questions in the IRC now. No Skulls, when will Broxagar come back to Azeroth and replace Garrosh as War Chief?
Next week. It's gonna happen, guys.
They're actually gonna form like a coalition government, like here in the UK.
They're gonna do the fusion dance from Dragon Ball. They're gonna combine and become the most ultimate warrior.
Will that make them Garoshigar, or will they be?
So that's about the limit of my Dragon Ball Z
Bro
knowledge.
Rosh.
Bro Rosh.
You heard it here first. Still here on the IRC from USS Reliance. Hi Dum, would it be possible to do an ad hoc list? If so, what is your list of fallen heroes? By the way, your facial hair is glorious, and shout out to my guild peeps, the Vindicators Draenor EU. Okay, so all those things, and will we do ad hoc lists? I tell you what, we will, but we'll only do 5. We'll do our own personal top 5 fallen heroes of the lore of World of Warcraft, starting with Necro.
No, I refuse.
I am not going first again, out of principle.
Okay, I will go first then. Happy now?
Yes. No.
Okay, number 5, Kel'Thas Sunstrider. Because I love me some Kel'Thas. The Sun Prince is the man. And I'm sort of sad that he had to go all raid boss. Not once, but twice on us. So that's sort of bothered me. Fallen hero number 4. would be Sarfang the Younger, also known as Drana Sarfang.
His name
He's,
means Arthur Draenor.
Which actually, this reminds me,
Yes.
I think Rioris were talking about this the other day. So, Dranosh, yeah, his name, of course, means Heart of Draenor in Orcish, and they would not let the Warlocks take him. But the Orcs didn't call Draenor Draenor at all, so why would they called it Earth, so why would they have a word for Heart of Draenor? Answer me that, Necro.
Yeah, Necro.
Fuck, am I like the person that gets yelled at when we're yelling at Blizzard? Just yell at Necro and act like he's Blizzard?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
They're not meant to know that, God.
Normally I'd yell at Rioris, but it seems like he's struggling to keep the stream like
I don't
up with the...
Everything's falling apart back here.
Everything's
so,
falling apart
you know,
back here in the production
I
shed, so yell at
blame
someone.
howitzer and tornadoes.
Yeah.
That and tornadoes.
Blame it on me.
I blame GameStop and tornadoes. I take that back.
So where was I? Okay, so Kelthus, Dranosh, now I've got to think of an alliance person to avoid bias.
Yeah, okay.
Do they have to be dead?
Yes, because it's fallen heroes.
Can they be presumed dead?
I will allow that for
Okay.
when we get to you. For number 3, I'm going to choose that, like, paladin dude who gets really sick. And there's a massive quest line in Icecrown, can't remember his name.
Oh, that one.
Oh,
Monday.
Crusader of Bridenbad? Something
Yes.
like
That guy. For number 2, I'm going to choose Goel. Now, I know he's not dead. But,
But he should be?
good.
I'd agree with that.
no, but
He should be.
he's with his drastic character change, the Goel he once was is as good as dead. So,
It's true that.
so here I'm using Pussy Whipped and Dead as they're equal. In my eyes. And of
Surely
course,
the Thrall would be the dead one, and he is now Goel.
Yeah.
yes,
So
Thrall.
Thrall is the
number 2.
Fallen.
Yes, and of course, Necro. Who's my number 1?
Oh, obviously it's Broxigar.
Oh, what are you
course.
talking about? It's Terralion, guys. Terralion.
Well, you skipped number 2, didn't you?
No,
Or am I just
no,
not listening?
Thrall
No,
was
he didn't.
number
You
2.
missed it.
Now
Those are all
I have
lying to me.
threat. So Necro, it's your turn. Or Janelle, it's your turn. Or someone just go.
I can go.
I had
Okay.
Kael'thas, an Illidan, Vash, Sarfang, and Medivh.
Which Sarfang?
Lady Bush.
The dead
The one, the dead one. Isn't only one of them dead?
Roxigar's the Sarfang.
We call him Broxigar.
Yeah, you call him Broxigar.
Yeah.
But he's still Varrock's brother, so
No.
he's the Sarfang.
No.
He's not known as a
No.
Sourfang.
Of course he is.
No, he's not.
And don't forget, there's also Thura Sarfang.
No one cares about that one.
No one does. She was just used to get the Axe of Cenarius from Orgrimmar to the Dream in Storm Road.
Quit bothering me. Yeah, her stupid niece, Thura.
But Illidan is my top one. He was my favorite character, and then they brought him back, and we killed him, and I was so sad.
Yes.
Well, that's just more fuel for the fanfic writers in the IRC.
And Pride.
Now you see, Janelle, I
Pride
should
has
tell
Illidan.
you, because you and Pride weren't here at the same time, and our IRC likes to jump to conclusions.
Oh,
And the
God.
fact that you both like Illidan, like there's gonna be some like some very talented artists are gonna draw really weird Illidan, Pride, Janelle hentai.
Oh, my.
Alright, I won't be upset with that, because that would be creative enough that I will give props.
Tyrion, get on that. You're the artist, right? We've all
Tyrion,
seen
get
his
on it.
beautiful art.
Get on it. In like 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be seeing that in how he rewrites the law.
To the IRC artist it does not make my list. I didn't like his progression in Warcraft 3, to be
He was
honest.
a little bitch, that's why. He was an obnoxious douchebag who became a huge demigod.
Oh,
More
I
than
just
that,
thought.
I thought his character didn't fit with the way they made him insane. It didn't actually make any sense to me. He just suddenly went insane and killed everybody.
I just
Kind of
thought of an honourable mention.
Declan Bane.
What was his name? Marogar.
Who?
Marigar.
Bone Storm guy?
Bone
Yeah, that
Storm.
guy.
Bone Storm? Lord Marigar?
Wasn't this Fallen
Yep.
Heroes?
He's a hero to me.
Yes. Fallen heroes.
I have my list.
Okay, go ahead, everyone.
5 Ken Bloodtooth.
Fuck that
4
guy. Never remember his name.
4 Arthas. 3 Illidan. 2 Turalien. 1 Proxgar. Done. No explanation.
Wasn't this the top
Necro, go.
5 instead of top 4?
That was 5.
Did we change?
That was
Oh,
5.
it was-
Ken, Arthas, Illidan, Turalien, Broxigar.
God, I
Necro
can't.
can't count. That's the second fucking time.
How do you math?
You know what the sad part is? I'm a math major, so that's really bad.
Wow. I'm never going to uni in America.
Don't worry.
I am indeed.
Complicated stuff. He can't be bothered with simple.
Yeah, I'm doing calculus and shit. I can't add 5 and 5. What are you fucking talking about? That's
Well,
Well,
doing calculus at A level.
Off there too, but
Necro, before we get to you, yeah, so you can actually
Yeah.
double check that you've got 5. The fanfic has already begun in the IRC.
Oh no.
Bandage Ninja says, "Oh, where is it? I've missed it. Where's it gone? It's in here somewhere." Janelle
Pride.
looked at Pride, and then an ellipse, which it already a better love story than Twilight. Okay,
And apparently you're checking for the bat done symbol.
of course.
Totally
I'm
not
the
going for
hero.
sneaky
Oh
stuff.
shit, where's Howie?
Wait a minute, I can give you the wait a minute, I have the mask, but not the right
No,
mask.
no, save that for next week.
Oh,
Spoilers. I am the hero that, but where there's law, either needs or deserve.
needs, just, no wait, you're the
Am I
hero
the
that
one that we
Boytler's Law
need?
deserves, just not the one it needs right now.
Okay.
There we go.
I was hoping by saying the quote wrong, Howie would, like, appear and say, God damn it, John!
He will come into the background like a force ghost. And he will recite
wait,
the
then-
quote.
I have the YouTube questions for you.
Okay, yeah. We'll go to YouTube after Necro is answered.
Okay. Alright, my number 5 is Anduin Lothar, because he's awesome and he's a warrior. He's a badass. Number 4 is Kael'thas, only because I've been replaying Frozen Throne, and I really love his role in that expansion. Number 3 is Turalien, obviously, because he's an awesome paladin. Number 2, I'm breaking the rules and I'm picking Gul'dan as a fallen hero, because I really like Gul'dan.
Well, we're warlocks, so he's heroes to us.
That's true. Well, actually, I'm going to switch Gul'dan to number 1. Number 2 is going to be Lady Vosh, because she was my favorite character for a long time. Before they ruined her in BC. I'm going to steal all the water like a Captain Planet villain. That's basically what she becomes.
Okay,
Awesome.
true facts. I'm going to hit the YouTube questions, which Janelle has been compiling in Skype for us, so I don't have to check the stream. Let's see, which one do I like? The Cataclysm 2010 asks, Hello, Lore Gods. Can we talk about 5.4 and what's going to happen in and after 5.4? I think a lot of people want to know your opinions on the matter.
So should we start with during? I think that's pretty obvious. The Horde and the Alliance.
From a logical, like, linear thing, yeah, we should start during and then end after and then, yeah.
Nice.
This isn't Doctor Who, so we should do things in the right order.
Okay.
So I think we're going to raid Orgrimmar. I think that's going to be a thing. And then afterwards, there's going to be some sort of aftermath. Well, I agree with Necro that, like, because I think there will be a patch 5.5, sort of like a filler patch after 5.4. They've said 5.4 is the last raid patch. They didn't say necessarily it was the last patch of Miss Pandaria. So I would like to see the Alliance get some sort of better story, if only to shut Necro up.
Well, I will shut up freely if they finally give us one, God damn it! But they never
I mean,
will.
I mean, I want this as well, because if the Horde keep getting all the story, then obviously it just makes the Horde look badass. And then when we, like, do badass things at the expense of the Alliance, if the Alliance have no development, development rather, the impact of what we do to them is less, because like a fucking Alliance, they don't do anything anyway. So the Alliance need to do something. So when the Horde, I don't know, blow up Duskwood or whatever, it seems more about us.
Nobody wants Duskwood. There's freaking a warg in there. Blow it up if you want.
Okay then, I got it. We'll do that.
I have a theory, guys.
If you say all gods, I will come to your house and I'll strangle you.
This might blow your minds a bit, but
I doubt it.
we're gonna go to Orgrimmar. I'm gonna raid Orgrimmar. We're not actually gonna be raiding Orgrimmar. The old gods are gonna be implanted the illusion that we're raiding Orgrimmar into our minds, and we're
But it's actually
Stormwind. Yes, got it. It's actually Stormwind, and we are killing Varian, and we are gonna lift Anduin above spikes. And we're going to slowly impale them on him while we torture him, because fuck Anduin, I really hate that guy.
Oh my...
I
Poor kid,
really
he got
hate
crushed to
Anduin.
death, almost. Now we're gonna impale him slowly,
Almost
torture
is not
him to
enough.
death? Holy shit.
I hate Anduin.
I can get behind that.
Go.
So we're still predicting Order
Dan,
5.4
so
stuff?
what do you think is going to happen in 5.4 and beyond? I mean, after the 5.4, eventually will come the expansion. So let's not go that far. But within Mr. Pandaria, what do you think is coming for us?
Go Jan. I'm going last every single time now.
Don't be a
On
little bitch.
principle. On principle.
You're a little bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little bitch over here. Fuck
Okay.
all of you. I'm gonna be a little bitch.
Afterwards, I think we're going to see the obvious renewed conflict with Vol'jin leading that press of I hate the Alliance for some reason that's never quite clear.
Well, do you think they're going to do something during the raid of Orgrimmar that rubs Vol'jin the wrong way, maybe?
No, I really don't. I think they're just going to, as with the dailies, they started with, oh, I don't like you guys.
Okay, do you think they should do something during the raid of Orgrimmar that rubs Vol'jin the wrong way so that he makes sense?
Yes! Finally, that would be nice.
Yeah, they won't. They'll just say Vol'jin's mad at the Alliance.
Yeah, they're all the Horde are just mad at the Alliance because. And the Alliance are suddenly not mad at the Horde because.
That's my biggest fear for the story, and so it's what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure.
That's my prediction. Is I'm going to be incredibly annoyed by the storyline.
Okay, then. All right. Well, I don't think there's anything more to add to that, really.
Well, the only other thing I would think is that
Son of a
Sylvanas is going to possibly.
Hold on, Pride's calling me, so I'll be right.
Okay.
Is he dead?
Well, as he's
Obviously
calling, I
not.
assume he's not.
Never know. They could have phones in the afterlife.
But who was Phone Viorus? Did you say they could have phones in Diablo?
No, the afterlife. I don't
Good,
think they
yes.
have phones in Diablo.
Are you saying that Diablo is the afterlife?
Yes.
Oh, okay, you heard it here first, people.
I mean, they have the
anyway,
devil and
Jan,
everything.
same.
I was saying that I think it would be a good time for them to do something with Sylvanas and finally clear up more about that, the story revolving around her and the Banshees, and just push it forward to actually give us something to do in-game with her storyline before a bigger tie-in in the next expansion. I think that would be a really good time to do that.
Well, we have been promised Sylvanas will appear at some point, so maybe that will happen, actually. Yes.
All right.
Let's move on, and we'll bring you an update from Pride as soon as Necro gets back. But YouTube comment again. Me Halo or something, I don't know. You know who you are. Knights of Law is too complicated to use. It's not that complicated, dude. It's just a forum, but which everyone should go sign up to because it's good. Knights of Law, complicated. Rexar. What will he do in some of the future patches? Well, Rexar is a hero of worth, and he will be appearing in Hearthstone soon.
Hang on, is this stream down?
Hope
shouldn't
not.
be.
It might just be me. Sorry,
No,
continue.
I I think it's still good.
Stream's up. I'm not getting
Yeah, okay,
it.
my YouTube had an error. I apologize.
I have an update from Pride when we're ready.
Oh, well, before you tell us what Pride's doing, I assume he's alive.
Yes.
But what do you think Rexar's going to do in the future? Or
Rexar?
is he going to appear in Hearthstone as the hunter representative? But
Rexar's not going to appear at all, I don't think, on CJ Orgrimmar.
Hey, man.
They just forgot him. I like him. I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm just
Hey, man,
saying
he's gonna be
I don't
in
think they
Hearthstone.
will.
he's very busy. He's going to be in Hearthstone.
Maybe.
Go play them card games. Go for it. What's up with Pride?
Okay, so Pride called me. He said the tornado literally went right over his house. He's fine. Everyone else in his house is fine. His backyard is completely destroyed. His fence is destroyed. His trampoline's just gone. All of the glass doors in his house are busted. The door to his bedroom is busted. He told me like this, like he said it was like an epic moment where he was holding his door shut, and like the gust of wind like blew him back while he was holding his door shut. He was very happy, proud about himself when he did that. So, well, he said he's fine. He said he heard that there might be another tornado coming after that, so they're going to continue hunkering down. But yeah, that's about it. He's fine.
But as of the moment, he's all right.
He's all right. He wanted me to tell everybody his computer is fine. So
Well, that's the important thing.
The question is,
So, yeah.
could he have stayed on Skype? Could he not have run away?
Well, as his door like literally blew off the hinges, I doubt he could have
But
stayed.
was the trajectory enough to hit him? That's the true
I
question.
don't know. He didn't tell me the trajectory. He just
Why
said
did you not
my
get all the
doors
details,
blew open
Necro?
and
God.
Because he was like,
You.
he's kind of worried there was another tornado coming.
No excuses.
So yeah, Pride's okay.
Yeah, and also isn't
Good.
it good luck to anyone in tornado areas.
Yes.
Yeah. Soul Youth from YouTube says, "Suck a dick, Horde fanboys. You know shit all about lore."
Wow.
And I say to you, sir, if that is the case, why am I here on the show and you're watching?
Because you make the
Shit.
t-shirts?
Hey man,
And
Pride,
you say you use anti-logic and make the show funny.
Pride has said, no, I need to dig out. I've got this YouTube comment saved from
Anti-logic.
Pride. I am
It's
a
logic.
valuable
I agree.
member of the But Wait There's Law crew, and my work both on the show and behind the scenes is invaluable to Pride. That's why I'm on the show.
He also says nice things about me sometimes. Doesn't mean they're true.
Hey, I think the anti-logic is quite important. It keeps this show from getting too serious. We'll say something serious, and he'll say something about
Whatever
Toxic
comes to
guy.
mind.
Yeah.
Whatever comes to mind.
Exactly.
No, I purposely mentioned that because normally I'll yell at my detractors in YouTube comments, but it's like even when I'm not taking it that serious. So I thought I'd say it out on the show, just so like I don't care. If you don't like me, that's fine.
Right. Back to question.
The show's for entertainment, not don't take it too serious.
Yep.
It's just a game. Back to questions. I'm going to hop back to the IRC.
You saw the
so-
rest in Skype?
Yeah, I still got him.
I'm just making sure, sorry.
Hello, remnants of today's But Wait There's Law. A question for everyone. What is your favourite dragon flight? Nether Drakes, Infinites, Twilights, and other not natural ones can be included.
Yes.
I'm not sure if this is the same guy who's asking. No, because the question on YouTube is what is your favourite dragon aspect? So let's just throw that in there as well.
Favorite
So we're
flight?
flight and aspect?
Flight and aspect, but they don't have to be the same.
Favorite
I think
flight?
my favorite aspect was Alex Strauss, but my favorite flight is gold.
The gold?
Bronze. They're gold colored. Shut up.
I like Nozdormu, and I actually really like Malagos. And for flights, it's a toss-up between bronze and blue again.
What about-
I'd say Infinite Dragonflight or the Nether Drakes. Those two favourite flights.
You just need to be different, don't you?
No, I really like them. Like the Infinite Dragonflight, they're cool and they like show up and
They
they're
are
being
pretty
dicks
cool,
all
but
the time.
they're still just the bronze dragonflight from
But
the
they're-
future.
They look funky
Yeah,
and it's great.
From the future.
They also look slightly from space, so that's why they're better.
From space.
And Nether Drakes because I like to ride my Nether Drake, even though he's a sperm dragon.
I never got one.
You never got one?
These say sperm dragon.
They do look like sperm dragons.
Okay then.
That was the name for them in my old guild.
Sperm dragons.
Yes.
My old guild leader used to call he always used to fly his nether drake everywhere, and he called it Lenny. So
To know.
There you have it.
Favorite aspect. Alex Strasser. She's cool.
she's not really.
Giant red dragon
With horns.
with
Yeah, but
horns.
if that's your logic, then
She
could use
gave
that
us
same
the
argument.
Lich King,
If you
current
want-
Lich King, thanks to her.
Yeah,
I don't want
she
the
burnt.
Lich King.
She burnt shit.
She burned the fuck out of Bolvar.
Okay, the aspects aren't that
Bolvar.
interesting. Okay.
So what about you, Necro? What's your favorite?
Well, I think I'm going to change my mind and now answer first all the time so that Rioris doesn't steal my answers.
It was all planned.
I picked the Infinite Dragonflight, but for the aspect, I'm picking Murazond and not Nozdormu. So,
Same guy.
no, it's different. It's different.
It's from the future.
Plus, I really like how when you kill him, he makes like the statement like, "This is not the worst. Like, there's something worse coming, and I was just trying to prevent it." So I like that. I like the idea that he was trying to help us, but we're like, "Fuck you," and we just go and kill him.
Because we've messed up the timelines, actually, I'm inventing a question now. Because I'm getting flack for ignoring the legit questions. How dare I?
The guy didn't even ask a question.
This new legit question is, because we mess with the timelines so much, then I guess the worst thing could happen. So what do you think that could be?
Explosion. Giant
I'd say
explosion.
the
no
Burning
panic.
Legion returning.
Explode? But dragons and Legion, I don't think it's really their deal.
Well, if they were put in place by the Titans, whose all their work is being undone by the Burning Legion, and they were supposed to protect Azeroth.
From the old gods.
Yep. My answer is I think it'd be a lot worse if all of the aspects got corrupted by the old gods instead of just Deathwing. Because we know that the old god can corrupt pretty much everything. Everything and anything. There's like nothing they haven't tried to corrupt at this point. So
Yeah, doesn't that mean we should stop corrupting things and pick a new storyline?
You know what? I have a theory on what the worst thing could be.
is it the old gods?
You're gonna love this. The worst thing is, okay, there's goblins, right? And they have
But they're not
enslaved...
really goblins.
No, wait for this. They've enslaved the Blood Elves and the High Elves. They've got them to make the enormous mana bomb. And then they use this mana bomb to destroy the planet. But... it doesn't actually happen. Because it's all an illusion implanted in our minds by the old gods.
I thought you was going to say the Burning Legion, then no, flip my desk.
And this is my tinfoil hat, which apparently these guys can't see.
I like Kelty's suggestion that the worst case scenario, the big bad thing coming, is Anduin Wrynn becomes war chief. And that's what he was trying
That would
to
be terrible.
That'd be so horrible.
But we've killed him, so you guys are screwed.
Shit. The worst thing that could happen is Brock's never setting foot on Azeroth. Say it isn't so, no skulls.
Be the
Say
best
it
thing
isn't
ever.
so. We've got like 5 minutes left.
Give us as long as we want.
I guess we can, but I need to pee. So,
I have adverts for this. Also, there's a
Oh,
button
okay,
I
so-
want to try out. I would really like to try out this button.
okay, we're gonna go to Furious is gonna play with new buttons, and then the stream's gonna come down, and then we'll come back up after in a second. But Vandalia asked right at the start of the show, I think he asked the same thing last week. I was wondering what the order of raid bosses from weakest to toughest was. Not like game mechanic level, but like lore, toughness. So, and Rioris actually said that would be really good for a list. So I think that's what we're doing next week.
Oh, next week, okay.
Or I guess we could do it now. If
No, we don't have time for that.
all the bosses.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Time for that.
So yeah, I think that's going to be the list next week. Of course, there'll be some degree of bias to it because of how the voting system works, and we need to pick a top 10.
Yeah, I'm sure Sylvanas will be number 1.
She's not
She
a
was
raid
never
boss.
a raid boss.
She's not a raid boss, so she,
I'm sure you guys will be like, maybe in the future, give her a 10.
No, current. Well, I mean, you can do for the Alliance raid, so she could be a raid boss.
We know what Dunn and Howie are voting now.
I don't know.
Number one,
Okay.
Sylvanas.
Okay. Here's the thing, and the IRC is like this as well. It's like, oh, don't love Sylvanas. I am really impartial to Sylvanas. Okay, that's Howie's deal.
You just like to totally skew and troll the system.
Well, I did want to put Zerg on the threat to Azeroth, so
yes.
yeah. We're gonna go on a break now. We're doing a longer episode today, unless anyone has a problem with that.
Nope.
I have to go in a half hour.
Fair enough.
We're gonna go for another half hour or so, but we're gonna go on break now, and then we're gonna do more Q&A.
Want to stay up to date with all the latest happenings around the Smoking Gamer and its crew? Well, be sure to follow us on our various social media platforms, including Facebook at facebook.com/TSGamer, twitter.com/Pride1G, or simply at Pride1G. You can also check us out on Anook at anook.com/page/TSGamer. And of course, you can always come and join the fun over at www.knightsoflore.com. Thanks for listening to But Wait, There's Lore. Show your support in the real world by picking up one of our brand new Season 6 But Wait, There's Lore series t-shirts, only at printonblack.co.uk. Order before July 31st for a chance to win this exclusive TSG Jade logo shirt.
Check.
Are we back?
Yeah, we
we're
are.
back. Hey, welcome back. I am once again checking for the bat done signal. There was a question from the YouTube. I can't quite remember who it was from because I'm looking out the window for the bat done signal. But they asked why we like Broxigar so much here on this show.
Because he's badass.
Broxigar is possibly... What's going on? Is Necro dying?
Apparently.
I find the picture of you just sticking your head out the window so hilarious. I don't know why, it just really struck me.
The hand on the hip kind of completes it. I don't know if they can see that on
I'm
stream.
sassy, that's why. I got sass.
Oh, shit.
I've also got a Jester's hat that I found, which I could have wore. But,
Oh, I have a thing! I'm on stream, I forgot about this.
what?
I can't actually put this on because of the headset, but if you look at stream, I am now partial Hollow Ichigo. I promise. A minute. I'm gonna put this on.
YouTube says no. I watched the stream. Anyway, why we like Broxigar so much? Broxigar is the only mortal being to physically wound actual
I see people
Sargeras.
doing things at me. What?
Talking about Broxigar.
Okay, this mask is incredibly uncomfortable. What have I done to myself?
I still haven't seen what you've done to yourself, so
Look at the live stream. Yep.
I'm watching the live stream. That's why we like Broxigar. Also, Necro really doesn't like Broxigar, so
Nope.
all the more reason. Let's see. Let us go.
I have a sword now.
Top raid boss, bat done. Am I like overly camp bat done from like what was that, the 70s with Adam West, or am I like Christian Bale bat done?
You're the Adam West one, the completely ridiculous,
Yes.
over the top,
Yes.
nonsensical one.
Sounds about right.
With everything in my utility belt,
Yep.
with my my bat done orang.
We've had a lack
Da-
of costumes
Dapper.
this episode.
Yeah, I know. I'm sort of sad about that.
I mean,
I
I've
have
been
a
able to get
pirate
out the
hat.
sword. I've been able to get out. I have. Fuck, I'm knocking things over. I have my Bankai. And I have.
You have a Bankai.
I have a
Damn
Bankai.
it. Yoris.
I'm so cool
waiting for
like
this
this.
thing to
Okay,
catch up.
okay. Let's stop talking about Rioris being ridiculous.
No,
Back
no,
to the
costumes! This is obviously an anime show now.
Bandage Ninja asks, what is the most powerful source of magic in Azeroth? Currently.
Currently. Sunwell?
It's either got to be,
Light?
the Sunwell or the Well of Eternity under
Well,
Hydro.
Don't say the light. I remember some of the old Wait There's Lore hosts actually got in a fist fight over whether the light was magical or not.
What?
I don't get that
I
angry.
think this was Shane and Greg, like back at season 3. I remember listening in back when I was just a listener, and Pride just said apparently they got in a fist fight about this.
God, I hope it was a BlizzCon.
Well, I vote the light. No, officially, I vote the light. It was a question.
I'd
Well of
probably
Eternity.
go, the Nexus.
Wouldn't it be the Eye of Eternity more than the Nexus? Or no?
Is the Eye of
Isn't that where they all,
Eternity
like, all
tech-
channeled through?
Is the Eye of Eternity technically on Azeroth because it's like a pocket dimension?
That's true.
But the Nexus is on Azeroth, so
That is, yeah.
and it also constructs probes, and you can boat and overcharge it.
You can also use Chrono Boost, which apparently everyone in the StarCraft tournament forgets.
I don't forget.
Everyone who's bad in the StarCraft tournament forgets.
I don't forget.
Everyone,
I don't play
so you're
Protoss.
bad, okay. Good to know. Actually, no,
Still
you are
better
Silver
than
League, so yeah, we're all terrible. Anyway.
Okay. the Cataclysm 2010 back from YouTube again. How do you think 5.4 and 5.5 will transition to an all-out Burning Legion invasion and Pride's theory on Illidan coming back? How will it happen? Your thoughts and maybe even when?
Guys! I have this. Everything that we've been doing over the last 4 expansions, you see, it's all going to be revealed to be... Wait for it. It's going to be the old gods making an illusion. We're going to come out of it and we're actually going to be fighting the Burning Legion. There we go.
When we come out of it, we actually find we are the Burning Legion.
And that just ends. That's the end of World of Warcraft.
What?
Game over. And then Titan starts, and we're fighting the Burning Legion.
It just comes up on the screen, game over.
Just Titan 2018. And we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Then it's released in 2028. Not in Blizzard.
10 years after that, yeah.
We just
okay, realistic answers now. As for Pride's theory on Illidan coming back, that I can't remember Pride's theory. I've got a Word document that has like the transcript of. I think that episode was when I started doing shirts for Pride. When he did that live, and for some reason we like had a Skype meeting about it. He was like, yeah, so I'll do the merch, and we spoke about merch. And then he sent me this Word document, and it says Pride's Illidan theory, and I read it. And he's like, what do you think? I was like, oh, okay, it's all right. Biggest regret in my life, telling him it was a plausible theory. So I can't remember what Pride's theory was exactly.
Something about, I think the basics of it was Illidan still has a vial, and he splashed it on himself, and that makes him go super demon, so he's actually able to store his soul in the Twisting Nether, and that's how we'll revive him.
And as for how will it will happen as outlined in the theory. I can't remember which episode it was.
It's
but
under Pride Illidan theory, if you search it.
Okay, cool. As for how do we think 5.4 and 5.5 will transition into a Burning Legion thingamabob, I think the smart money at the moment is on either Rathian's got something to do with it because of that theory, or it just seems to happen like how Wrath of the Lich King just seemed to happen.
Or the old gods.
As for when it will happen, Necro, you read something on MMO Champion today, did you not?
We do not speak of that. We don't speak of dumb people on MMO Champion. People arguing that we are... No, we don't speak of that. And my vote is for Rathion's going to do it, because that's Howie and my theory. So it's going to be about Rathian.
When do you think the expansion's coming?
I think the latest they can afford to release it without really losing a lot of subscribers is at the most next summer.
I'd say about 5 months ago.
Especially if 5.4 is the last raid patch and there's nothing, they can't do another ICC and let it go for a year and a half.
Or Dragon Soul, that went not as long, but it still dragged on a bit.
A lot. That was atrocious. Dragon Soul was shit.
I mean, realistically, we need the expansion this year. We're not going to get it this year, because if we were getting it this year, it would be going into beta now. And
Yes.
there's been no official word, and to the best of my knowledge, there's been no unofficial word either. So
It's going to be heavily featured at BlizzCon. I'm pretty sure it's no one's really disputing that anymore.
No, definitely not.
well, they're not going to talk about Titan, so
Yep.
okay. Let's go back to the IRC. Let's see. I've got so many tabs open, I'm not sure who I've answered though, because I keep forgetting to close them. Tyranno's question. My question for the show is, if the Zerg were to invade Warcraft, do you think the Legion would join them to destroy all Teb worlds, or fight them because?
Fight them.
Fight them.
I think it wouldn't matter because the Zerg would win. Despite
No.
what Knights of Law
Knights of Law voted, and the Legion would win. Knights of Law.
Okay. Well, No, I don't think the Burning Legion and the Zerg would fight together, because I think Kerrigan would see the Burning Legion as a threat to the Swarm.
They'd fight. That's my answer.
Whatever. And Janelle's not saying anything, but of course, like her little Skype picture thing is just that really bored expression, and that's it.
And her GIF currently isn't anything noteworthy that you guys should be looking at.
Should I be looking at it?
No,
No,
whatever.
no,
That cat's
no.
awesome. He's like, I want this toy, but I will not get
It
off of this chair.
Totally hasn't changed since then at all.
Well, we are in the past, Rioris, and we can't see what's actually happening.
No, I
Like,
can't
we
wait till you
exist
can
in the
see.
past.
No, actually, just because I'm curious, Jan, how do you feel about the StarCraft universe? Rioris, get that shit off now.
There we go.
I don't know enough about it to really say anything. I played StarCraft 1 in high school, and I don't remember it at all. So,
So what you're saying is you narrowly avoided being drafted into the Smoking Gamma StarCraft 2 tournaments.
yeah, basically.
Yep. Fortunately, I made the cut. God damn it.
Fortunately,
I don't play that game, so.
I actually, well, I guess I can get into this on the next question, which is quite good, from YouTube. Oliver Frost says, do you think you will like Warcraft lore in 5 years? Necro, do you want to go first or last this time?
I'll go first. I'll say yes. I'll say yes because I started off slow. I didn't really care about the lore until Burning Crusade, and then it kind of just went up and up and up and up, and I really like Mists of Pandaria. So, I don't... Unless they make, like, just a terrible, terrible expansion with a really crappy story, I don't think I'll stop liking it.
The lore.
Oh, they've
Yeah.
already made a terrible expansion. It was called Mr. Pandaria.
No,
Now,
you're
you
just
see,
wrong.
Vioris has this issue because Vioris only plays his warrior in tank spec.
Warrior
And,
tank smash!
I'm not sure if anyone leveled a tank during Mr. Pandaria, but through questing it was quite difficult to do.
It's the only
And
way to
Vioris got
level.
really butthurt about it.
Because it was terrible, and they can't make expansions properly. They don't know how to... They don't. Blizzard totally can't make games, and I would so be better than them. Like, I could do that all on my own.
Heard it here first, guys.
Titan
But wait,
Force.
there's... No, no,
Vioris is lead dev
there'll
on
be
Titan.
World of Rioris Craft by next year.
That is the day that I will kill myself live on air when that releases. So, look forward to that, folks.
Wow, this show's kind of dark. First we thought
Yeah.
he'd probably die on air because of the tornado. Now Necro's making suicide packs.
IRC's angry due to ponies.
I told you
It's
to get
your
this shit
fault.
off.
The gift's gone! The gift's gone! I just have, small toys.
Oh.
I'm cool like that.
Okay. Anyway, I'm unsure. I like the lore of a lot of things. I still follow lore of games. No, I don't. That's. I was about to say I follow the lore of games that I don't play, and then I was trying to think of an example. I keep up with the Halo lore, and I haven't played. I bought Halo 4, but playing it sort of made me ill, so I don't play. Don't play it. I'll get around to finishing that one of the days, but or starting it as the case is. I think I'll still like the lore, but at the moment, I mean, as I've said earlier, I am unemployed. I used to be employed. On top of the t-shirt, I still got the t-shirts, but it didn't take up as all my time, so I don't have like a 9 to 5 or anything anymore. And so I don't have any money for one. That I can afford to spend on a monthly subscription to WoW, and the fact that I'm not playing WoW doesn't really bother me, because at the tail end of like me playing WoW, because I used to log on, do my dailies every day on 2 characters and get all the justice points and the valor points and the coins and stuff, and then it started to feel like a job that I was paying someone else for the privilege of doing. so then I thought, okay, maybe I'll just show up to raid nights and I'll do dailies one day. And then I did that for a bit, and but it still felt more of a chore logging on. So, and then I lost my job. I was made redundant. And I was like, well, I'll unsubscribe from WoW. And then, fortunately, around the same time Heart the Swarm came out, so now I just play a lot of StarCraft. But I think I'll still follow the lore of World of Warcraft, and I mean, I still do. I still follow it to a sufficient extent that I can be on a lore talk show and talk about it and at least know what's going on. When, like Necro says, here in 5.3, there's quests, and we've got barons. That's pretty much the gist of it.
We have a barons. There is a barons that happened.
So, I'll probably still like the lore. Like, I'll probably keep up more with like the books and stuff because I like the reading. But yeah, maybe. Who knows? But then again, in 5 years, I could be a father now. So, Brioris could be a father now.
What?
You're old enough to be a father.
Well,
because pregnancies are occurring at lower and lower now.
well, if we go back to this conversation we had with Snaffle, which I don't think we should. Let's not go there. Forget what I said.
But
No.
yes, unless like I have a drastic change in lifestyle, like kid happening. If baby happens, probably not because I won't have the time for it. But yeah, probably. Why not? Will I be playing the game? I don't know. Will I be keeping up with the lore? Probably. That got kind of deep.
What was the question?
Yeah, really deep.
What was the question?
Do you think you'll still be following WoW lore in 5 years?
Oh, no, I'm barely following it now. I just produced the show. I'm only here because of Tornado.
At least he's honest, people.
That's true.
I know just enough to make insane theories with old gods involved, and that's all I need.
So what you're saying is you know that all gods are a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have we got another question? Yes. Okay, Dolk asking, so when forging Shadow Morn we have to recover Arthas' hammer from Dragonblight, but when we steal it Arthas appears with his scourge to stop you. Do you think that Arthas knew what we would use the mace for, or do you think he wanted to keep it for sentimental value?
Sentimental value.
I'd guess sentimental value. Because a piece of a bit of Arthas is still in there. I think was the whole point they tried to make with the ending cinematic. So sentimental value.
Yep.
I don't think he could possibly know what was going on because we were sort of making it up as we go along. Was my impression.
Plus, when you finish that quest chain, you get a bunch of stuff from him, and a lot of it's sentimental stuff. Like you get something of Sylvanas', you get like Jaina's locket or something that he had still. I think there's other stuff that I can't remember.
You get a mount.
Yeah, you get invincible.
Invisible.
No, you don't get invincible. It's just a recolored Death Knight mount.
Invincible?
Oh, you don't?
Drop invincible.
Then why can I see him?
Oh, that's what it was. Whatever.
But
I never
yeah,
killed him, so
You never killed him.
Really?
I never participated in a raid that defeated the Lich King.
He was a raid boss for a year and a half.
Even at 85?
Yep. No, I just never did. I don't really find it interesting going back and doing old raids.
Probably do it
Can I
yourself
tell a
by now,
story?
you know.
Can I tell a very quick story? So,
Is it about how you lost all your friends?
No.
And then became a brony?
no, not quite.
Are you sure? Because is that how it happened?
Pretty much how it happened, but no.
So you couldn't kill the Lich King, so
No.
you killed this
We
dude and
did
then
kill
you
the
had no
Lich
friends, so you
King,
became a brony.
but it took much longer than it should, even at level 85, because there was this one guy called Huntep, and the Defile mechanic, okay? Anyone who does the boss, you know Defile, right?
I know Defile.
What do you do when Defile goes down?
You move out of Defile because
Guess
if you
what?
stand
Stand in
in it, if you stand in it, it gets bigger, and then more people stand in it.
Guess what Hunter did every fucking time we did that boss?
He disengaged off the platform.
I'm pretty sure he's done that once. He stood under the file all the time, and then there was this guy. I can't remember his in-game name, and I'm not going to say his real name, but there's this guy, and he kept jumping off the lifts. The lifts in Blackwing Lair, is it? What was Blackwing Descent?
Oh, we used to do that a lot.
Fuck that lift. And then, because he was a mage, he then slow-falled and landed in the lava, where Nefarian is. God damn that guy. He slowed us down.
Our raid had a lot of engineers in it, so we had a lot of people jumping off there and using like the parachute and stuff. Also, a lot of people auto-run as well, so in our guild, so auto-run and then go do other things, so a lot of people just run off.
Fair enough.
I've got a story, actually, back from ICC. Our raid had about 7 warlocks. Our 25-man raid had 7 warlocks, which is unusual in the fact that there's only 8 warlocks who play World of Warcraft. So, so basically, Necro was the one warlock not in our raid. But, the Valkyr mechanic where they pick you up and drop you, because we had so many warlocks, it was a safe bet that at least one warlock would be picked up. And if you place your demonic teleport in the right place, you could be dropped and then teleport back up to the ledge. Completely disregarding that mechanic, and that's how we killed the Lich King.
Wow.
We also had one very pro hunter who was dropped, and
did he disengage in mid-air?
He disengaged in mid-air back onto the platform.
Okay, that's kind of amazing.
Awesome.
He then tried it like a second time, but he was facing the wrong way.
And then he died.
Back to lore questions.
I feel like we should be wrapping up, actually.
Actually, yeah, let's do that.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, do we have a list? Our next list is raid bosses,
I guess.
in lore toughness. That's a thing. Someone has asked, can we talk about the Grim Totem? It was a question, but I thought, let's talk about the Grim Totem next week, maybe. So I'll mention to Pride that someone wants to hear about the Grim Totem, and we'll do that next week, maybe, so we can like look it up, because I don't know shit about the Grim Totem. We probably have another how he rewrites the lore, and we may be seeing part 2 of the Scourge event recordings.
You should be. It has been promised.
As illustrated by Tyranor. Anything else to look forward to next week, Rioris? Are you privy to some information I
Maybe a
don't?
video from Snapple Monkey?
Oh yes, Snapple Monkey said he was doing a video segment. We don't know what that is.
Also, the background will be a new colour.
Yay.
That's very important, right?
Yes, I'm not sure. Some people may not have noticed, but we've had a different background every time. Today has been Orgrimmar. What's
next week's? Whatever goes well with green.
We're going green next week.
Yeah,
Green.
it goes in a cycle.
So is it Malfurion next week?
Yeah, that'll work actually, because it was Illidan last time we had green. So I'll do Malfurion.
Also, I'd just like to say, someone I can never pronounce that like YouTube handle. I'm so sorry. Onzwillis.
What?
Unwillisy? Unwillisy? O-N-W. Unwillisy.
Well, I mean, I know your name because you follow me on Anook, but I'm not going to use it because I'm not sure if you want me to use your name on live on stream. But they're saying, I had a baby during Wrath and I still had time to play.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
No,
Did you train this baby to farm for you? Because that'd be clever.
There was a chick in my guild who had 2 kids. Once during Wrath and once during Cataclysm, and she still played, but her husband played a lot less. Because she'd
That's
stay.
crazy.
because obviously she had the maternity leave, so she had like 9 level 90s. She's fucking ridiculous. Because she was a stay-at-home mom, right? So she just leveled level 90. She leveled all day, and then did arenas and all sort of shit. But the fact that you had a kid during Wrath and still played, I applaud you for finding the time. That's all I've got to add.
For you.
3 gold stars for you, my dear. I think we're done. I don't got nothing else to say.
No, you're done.
Yeah, you're done.
I hate that joke.
You use that joke all the time.
Because it's so easy. Doesn't mean I like it. Yes.
We're done.
So I believe we're done. I as always have been done. I've been joined by Necro, Jan, Rioris. Pride, to the best of our knowledge, is still alive. Howie will hopefully not have work next week. And yeah.
Want to stay up to date with all the latest happenings around the Smoking Gamer and its crew? Well, be sure to follow us on our various social media platforms, including Facebook at facebook.com/TSGamer, twitter.com/Pride1G, or simply @Pride1G. You can also check us out on Anook at anook.com/page/TSGamer. And of course, you can always come and join the fun over at www.knightsoflore.com. Thanks for listening to But Wait, There's Lore. Show your support in the real world by picking up one of our brand new Season 6 But Wait, There's Lore series t-shirts, only at printonblack.co.uk. Order before July 31st for a chance to win this exclusive TSG Jade logo shirt.